Hello, everyone. Jean Brittingham here at Captain Stitches. Welcome, welcome. I decided to click on a little bit early because when I came over, I saw that there were quite a few of you in the chat already. So before it gets too far up and away from me, I want to say hello to everyone. Hello, Gail. Hello, Terry. Hello, Melody. Hello, Polly. And Polly, I am so sorry that you are having a reaction to your medication. I know how bad that can be because that happened to me last week and I'm still fuzzy from that. So I am so sorry. Hope you get better soon. Hello, Sandra Kay. Hello, Kelly. Oops, Kathy. I'm sorry. Reading that wrong. Hello, June. Hello, Lois. Hello, Tracy. I think I got everyone. Let me slide up, see if there's anybody higher up there I missed. No, I think I got everyone. Hello, Sarah. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Glenda. Hello, Susan. And now others are starting to say hello to each other. So, welcome, welcome. Let me tell you what, this long time gone that I've been working on, some of them are fairly simple, even though they have a lot of pieces and a lot of cutting to them. But the way that this one was put together this time, and the way that I had to lay it out, I can't even show you because I had to put it on 2 design boards to be able to lay it out because of the construction of it. So I'm going to try and give you a description of how it was done, but it was really different and difficult and taxing on the mind. But I got it done and I have most of it pieced together, so I will be able to show you what I'm talking about and how that went along. But anyway, I don't think there's anybody new. Hello, Donna. Welcome. But for those that you aren't aware, I have been working on this Long Time Gone by Jen Kingwell for a while. There's not a very good shot of the quilt in the book to show you, but there is a better one that I can show you basically what some of the blocks are. There's, I believe, 16 blocks altogether, and then there are things similar to blocks that are called fillers that are put in between all of those blocks to put them together. And then there is not a sashing per se, but a little trim that goes around them just so everything comes out to the size, needed to be able to construct it and put it all together at the end. But I've actually been enjoying working on it. I like a good challenge once in a while, and this one has a few things. And like I said, especially the block this time, the piecing is simple on it, but the laying it out was a challenge. And the reason for that being, I can show you the part that I have together. And it looks simple because, yeah, this is just a block, but you couldn't put this block together first because it is all pieced together in strips vertically. So where all of these pluses are intermix into the one next to it. Some of them, there are 87 pieces in this block. It finishes out at 12 by 21. And in those 87 pieces, I have over 25 different fabrics. And these pluses, there is actually, there's like 10 full pluses, 6 partial pluses, which would be a partial plus. There are a shortened, if I can find the one over this, which is not stitched together, is a short partial plus. And then they all kind of come together and meld. And so it was not easy putting it together and laying it out because, of course, then nothing lines up. You know how it is because of your seam allowances while you're doing it. So making sure everything was where it was supposed to be and across from each other as I was going, and the right colors and everything. And then looking, it was quite a challenge to lay out. But I do have this portion of it pieced together. I only had the last 2 rows left to piece on that. And I will probably do some of that while we are chatting. Thank you for those that are saying that it is pretty. Hello, Mona. Welcome. Thank you. No worries on, gap overlay on me or anything when it comes to going live. I have no problems with that, but it was kind of funny in there how you thought I changed because you've been on so much that week. This that didn't have anything to do with it. And like I say, I can't go on any time, but I can change what time I go on. So it's not set in stone. And I don't know what I will be doing as far as my lives for definite now. I know that Mondays at 3 p.m. will probably always stay the same. What I do other than that, I'm not sure at this point. So no worries, no problems there with me ever on anybody. It doesn't bother me at all. Like I say, there are gazillions of us out there and not a gazillion hours. So somebody always has to be on at the same time as somebody else. There's no way of not being able to do that. So hello, Susan. Welcome, welcome. And Polly is on. She says she was going to be listening, but oh, you're typing also, I see, Polly. So thank you. But on this, as I'm adding these long, and I have to make sure I don't pick up the wrong strip or I'll be in trouble. But as I'm adding these, I'm normally not a pinner, and all the intersections do not, line up at each place that there is a seam. So as I'm doing these and adding this on, the only place that I am pinning is where there is an intersection that would make a difference. Those are the only ones that I'm going to pin. And the rest in between will not be pinned. Because as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3. I'm going past 1, 2, 3, 4 seams before I get down to another one that actually is across from another one. So that is where I will put the next pin, just to make sure that things on down the line are staying in position to where they need to be. We don't want to go to all this work and then have nothing lining up the way it's supposed to be. That would be no fun. And then we might have to get out our, I don't call him a friend, but Mr. Jack the Ripper. So I like to leave him in his little slot in the thing next to my sewing machine instead of having to get him out and use. So I try to avoid that. But let me know. I know that Mona said she was wanting to get back to her Ohio Star quilt and get that quilted and finished and on her bed, which I would like to get the one on the long arm finished and on my bed. So that is what I am hoping to get accomplished. What is today? Friday? May not get that accomplished by the end of the week, but by the first part of next week, hopefully. Hello, Kathy. I've already said hello to you, haven't I? Hello. Shirley is on. Take it easy out. Yeah, Sandra, you're out doing something with the siding on your shed, aren't you? Yeah, be careful. Don't want any accidents. I should have been out working in flower beds and stuff yesterday. It was such a beautiful day, but I'm just not quite ready to do that yet. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do it this year because I have not had to do that type of thing since I just had both hips replaced. So I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work out this year. I guess I will soon find out. And I've also had both knees replaced, so I can't get down on one of those short little things because they're too far down. I can't bend my legs far enough to get down that far. And if I did, you'd need a lift truck to get me back up. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I will come up with something. I may be doing a lot of things just in pots this year we have a front deck and a back deck, and I could, if I can't do a lot in my flower beds, I will start doing stuff more in the pots and stuff. So I'm going to lurk and eat. Well, you go right ahead, Mona. No problem. Hello, Nancy. You need raised flower beds. I know, but I don't really have I don't really like raised flower beds, and they would have to be raised quite a bit, and that's a whole lot of dirt. And we live on a corner and everything, and I just don't think that would be as pleasing to the eye. So rather than do that, I will figure out a way to put pots in the flower beds that are up higher than I can get at, and maybe try to give my husband a lesson, a 101 lesson in what's a weed and what's a flower, so he can help a little more maybe. Oh, which that reminds me of a story way back when my son was younger. And it was shortly after I just moved into this house. And I was a single parent of two sons. And I had planted mums all along the one long side that faces the road. Well, two sides face the road, but the side road. I had planted mums all along there. Well, of course, we know that mums look like they're dead in the fall and the first part of spring before they come up. So I came home and my son was all excited, met me at the door and everything. And he says, Mom, did you see? I weeded your flower bed for you. He had pulled every single mum up out of the ground. And it was like he was so excited and so proud that I couldn't get upset. I just said, oh, well, thank you so much. But next time, wait until Mom's home and I'll help you. And it's funny because he went to work for a part-time job at a nursery here in town a few years after that. And I joked with her and I told her, just don't let him buy your mums. But that was funny. So that row is now on, and now I just had the final one. And I have been pressing this, but I'm just going to finger press that seam because none of that is connected to this last one anyway. But I am going to connect this last one on. I'm trying to think what else it is that I have been working on. Get these pins in here quick. They're for those of you that are on here that are in my Facebook group and remember the little teacup thing that I posted and the pin cushions and everybody was excited about. Be getting your teacups ready because we will be starting on that Monday. I will post. So if you haven't found a teacup or some of the supplies that you think you might want to use, just beware that the post and the start of that will be on Monday. And I guess the other thing, and I'll show a little bit after I get this last seam sewn. Hello, Gladys. The other thing that is coming up, it is time to drop the, I have to think. Can't think while I'm stitching. Well, I can think while I'm stitching, but not of what I was wanting to say. In the tabletop turnabout that we're doing, that is Jan Paddock, it's time to drop the PDF and step 3 for that. And I will be doing that on Tuesday. Boy, I got myself mixed up there on all the dates that we were going over a little earlier. I almost said the wrong day. I will be including that so I can demonstrate part of that on Tip Demo Tuesday. So, which that will be showing part of the step for when you do needle turn applique, what you do and how you cut it out after you have, when you're using the freezer paper templates on top, how you trace and how you cut around those so that you have the fabric needed for doing the needle turn applique. But that is the step that we are at next. So yeah, if you are sewing along in that and you're not at that point, that's going to give you fair warning and to If you can, try to catch up at that spot. If you're not at that, no problem. The videos will always be there for you to see what way that seam allowance is going, for you to play back and watch over and over and over and over again. Stop and pause wherever you need. So, but for those of you that are trying to stay in time with it, just let you know that that's when that will be. So I'm going to finger press this out, and this looks like a really strange size block because it's a lot longer than it is wide. And I'm not exactly sure which direction, but I think they show it. I think when it goes in the quilt, it actually ends up being this direction, which that's, of course, is the last one there. So it's not wanting to go up, but there's the little partial plus down there. But that block is called plus a star block, which makes sense because it has all the pluses and then a star. So it's plus a star block is what she has named it. But, which the next block is a churn dash block, but it's not just one churn dash, because that would be easy. And why make this quilt easy? So you're making a 3-inch square churn dash, but you have to make 21 of them. So there will be 21 3-inch churn dash blocks all sewn together for the next block, which that comes out to in a 3-inch block, total of 21. There will be 375 pieces in that block alone. Wowzers. And I don't know how many fabrics yet because I haven't really looked at that to see. But so Terry says, so funny, like my daughter cut up photos to make me a collage of her and her sister. She was so proud and I was devastated. Still have it in my living room all the same. Yeah. Some of it's, they just, like I say, you can't really get upset and mad because they're just so proud because they thought they were really helping and really doing something, wonderful and helping out. And then it's too, when he started working at the nursery, he of course had a discount. So come home the one day too, and he has these little brown bags and they had bulbs in them. And of course they were gladiola bulbs, which was nice. And I did plant them. But here in Ohio, when you plant gladiolas, unless you stake them, the first time you have a heavy rain and a wind, you know how they go, pew, down, unless you have a lot of stuff around them to help hold those up. So that was funny too. But like I say, hey, I appreciate everything and anything that they have ever done. So they were planted and they lasted as long as they could last. So Polly says her oldest son was helping and put oil in the windshield wiper. Oh, that would be quite the shock when you go and it starts raining and turn on your windshield wipers and it's spreading oil all over your windshield. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. What a mess. I'm sorry. That's really probably not funny, but it is funny. It is funny. Just like the things I was doing the other night and whatever state of mind I was in from that medication was not funny at the time. It's funny now. And my husband still brings the thing of Hershey syrup out and says, here, would you like this? And it's like, just, no. But, oh, it's funny. Thank goodness we lived in Nevada at the time, so didn't get a whole lot of rain. Oh, that would be quite the mess, because I'm thinking, some of the things that we would do too. I was not a smoker and my son was a smoker, and he, when he got, older and he was home on leave and we were going to Minnesota to visit my family. So he was riding along. And he was not allowed to smoke in the car. But of course, when we got out and took breaks, he would have a cigarette. And I said, well, I said, the smoke comes right in the car with you. So I brought a bottle of Febreze with. So every time he smoked, I would spray him down with Febreze before he could get back in the car. So after about the third time, he just grabbed the bottle and started spraying himself down. But yeah, there are some strange things we do once in a while. But I was going to show, hopefully that will hold that and won't tip. It's on the lid. But I did get out the, just give you an idea, because this is just the tabletop turnabouts that we're doing. This is two-sided to where you're seeing that is the back side and this is the front side, or whichever way you want, to do, to where when it's on the stand, let me take my thing off here, you're only seeing one side, but on the other side, instead of it being one-sided, there is a quilted portion on the back side also. So this just happens to be the first one that we're working on. And this is just one, the appliques that are needed for one of the blocks, which this is the flower center. This is the flower that goes on there. These are all the stem and the leaves, and then they will all end up on this block and be needle turn applique onto this block. That is the way that I am doing it, and the way I'll be showing how to do it. Those that don't want to do needle turn can do whatever method that they want to, but I will not be showing other methods in this one. I will just be showing the needle turn method. So to do that, of course, before you cut these out, you don't want to cut right on that line. You have to cut outside of the line so you have the fabric to be able to turn. And I will be showing how we need to do that and that type of thing. Maybe taking, if I get one on, it depends upon how it turns out, how far I get. That will not be a live video. That is a recorded one. So just like any other Tip Demo Tuesday, it's always recorded. It's not live. So it will depend on how I can get the camera set up and show, and whether I take a few stitches to show part of the needle turn applique in that one, or whether that will be the next one after that. Have not made that decision yet. So, boy, we got things going a little quicker than I expected to get through everything today. Does anybody have any questions on anything or anything that I have covered? She said, okay, that was the windshield. Already read that. Your daughter wants mac and cheese. She's cooking pizza tomorrow. Okay. I have only done needle turn on Dresden plate circle. I would really like to do more. Yes, if you have done it on a Dresden plate circle, you definitely know how to do the needle turn, so no problem there. But surely, yeah, I mean, when it comes to applique, needle turn is my favorite method. In almost anything, hand work is always my favorite, my first choice, but we don't have enough time. We don't have enough days. We don't have enough hours. We don't have enough months. We don't have enough years to get everything that we would like to get done if we did everything by hand. So of course I do use the other method. So, but I was trying to lost my little train of thought there. Yeah. What little train I have left anyway. Polly says she did a Baltimore album, needle turn applique. Then I hand quilted it and it turned out beautiful. Yes, I have one. That's one of my UFOs, is I have a large Baltimore album quilt that I am doing. So right now it's in the numbered inventory, so it probably won't come up to work on again until I pull that number. Unless I really, really decide, I would like to work on it, then I will just pull it out and work on it anyway. But I also have one that's, if it wasn't over on the other side, I could show you that it's a layered heart quilt that I am doing that is needle turn applique. It's beautiful, beautiful fabrics in it. But that's all right, Terry, no problem. No problem. Thank you. Take care, which I'm probably not going to be on here that long today because I have pretty much showed what I was working on. And I've gone over what is coming up, unless I have forgot anything. I did mention the teacup for you to have those. Of course, we're always working, those that are going along on it are working on their own, on their slow stitching projects. So, and for those of you that are on here, I noticed I checked a little before I came on in the Facebook group, and I had put a post last night to give you fair warning that I would be putting a post for everybody to share what they've been working on this morning. And I did put that post up. And as of coming on here, I mean, it's afternoon and I haven't seen anybody post what they've been working on yet. So if you're on here and you're in my Facebook group, be sure and share with us. It gives others inspiration. We'd love to see what you've been working on. So take just a quick little picture and post that under that post in the comments. We'd love to see what you've been working on. And if you're working on one of the sew-alongs or something in a past sew-along and just catching up, go ahead and post that so we know what everybody is doing behind the scenes in the Facebook group. Also love to share. Hello, Debbie. Lost track of time. You prepared the fabrics for layering the sassafras quilt and now sewing binding on the Friendship Star quilt-along quilt. Okay, yay, yay. I was going to say, I forgot who quilted the Friendship Star quilt. I was going to say, did you get that quilted? I quilted it, didn't I? That's funny how soon we forget. But yeah, so yeah, it'll be great. You'll be able to, because of the colors, it'll be great to hang that up this time of year. It's a pretty summery quilt. So clamshell makeup bags for aunts for Mother's Day gifts. Oh, okay. That sounds nice, Susan. Hello, Christina, saying to Kathy. And she's saying hello to Deborah. So, yeah, I'm looking around to see if there is anything that I have forgotten that I was going to mention, but I think, yes, I basically have covered it all. So, everybody, I thank you for popping on over. And like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with my live schedule. Like I said, I'm going to remain for now Mondays at 3 o'clock. Whether I only go on Monday at 3 o'clock or, go another day during the week, I haven't decided yet. I've been doing some thinking about that and everything. So we will see. My tip demo Tuesday will still always be on Tuesday, and the week in review is always on Saturday. Those are recorded, never live, unless there would be a reason for me to impromptu for some reason go live. They're not scheduled as live. So just so you know how that stands. So if you all don't have any questions, I don't need to have this be an hour. We can just chat for whatever time we feel like chatting. And I have basically covered everything. I don't see any questions in the chat. If I missed any, I'm really sorry. I didn't intend to. I have been trying to. Donna says she loves your lives as well as the videos. Thank you, Donna. And thank you for your comments all the time, too. Appreciate that. And Shirley says, Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Yes, thank you. Sometimes my mother is no longer living and I don't have any family around. So when it comes to holidays, I often forget those. So thank you for reminding me to wish all of you mothers out there a very happy Mother's Day. I hope you have great weather where you are, that nothing interferes with any plans you may have for getting together, and that none of you have to cook. I will be cooking, but that's okay. So yes, happy Mother's Day. Enjoyed this. See you all later. Love you from Oklahoma. My son lives in Oklahoma, Glenda. My youngest son. The one who pulled all the mums. But okay, thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Take care. Have a great day stitching if that's what you're working on. Sandra, be careful out there with that siding. Everybody else, Polly, get better. Take care. Have fun stitching that binding on. Deborah, goodbye. Sarah, thank you. Just have a great day. We've got some storms rolling in, so hopefully everything will stay fine here. Have a great day, and remember, I can keep you in stitches. Bye-bye, everyone.